Welcome to Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Ron Hahn, and I am one of the practitioners here, and I'm going to take you on a bit of a spiritual journey this morning. So this is going to be a meditation, but it's an exploratory one. So I'm going to ask you to keep your consciousness there, your awareness there, and we'll let everything else recede. So begin simply by finding a place that you're comfortable. Not any requirement here because we are not going to need the body. So we're going to leave it in a comfortable position, trusting and knowing that it can do and will do exactly what it needs to do in order to be itself. And just allow yourself to ease into the position that you're in, drawing your attention, your focus, and your awareness just up to in between the eyes. Some people call that the third eye, but I simply want you to rest in mental gaze there. You might see it as or think it as looking at the back of your eyelids. It really doesn't matter, but this is where I want you to bring your attention, your awareness, your conscious gaze. And you might sense now or begin to sense that space, that void before you, that field. And in that field, there's a nothingness, a divine nothingness. Or you might see it as a everythingness. All possibility exists there. Nothing to find, nothing in particular. Just be there in that field, that void of nothingness. And notice that it is all around you, really. You are there, you are within, and it is everywhere. And notice in this field, wherever you go, there is no edge, there is no limitation. It is infinite. It goes on eternally, and you are present in it. And just checking that for yourself. I am here. Within this infinite field, this boundless void, I am here. Just me, just I am here. And so today we're going to explore that I am. What does that mean? This God and I are one. Is it God and I? Even that implies duality. God as one and I as the other. But at the end, we summarize, we say oneness, and that is what we're going to explore, oneness. So breathing in and out and relax completely. Just know for yourself that I am. Say it to yourself. I am. I am. Notice the truth of that. Instantly we know without doubt that that is true. I am here. I exist in this infinite space. I am here. Present. Always present. Eternally present. And let's really look at that. Am I present without condition? without experience, without knowledge, without things, without objects, the external world of objects. And so for today, we're going to park all objects into a closet. We're going to look at 3. The first closet is for objects. So just gently in your mind, open the door and begin to move the world of objects there. Begin with the room here, and the stage, and the equipment, and the chairs, and the room itself, just marching it in. The building, the street, the cars, the community, all the buildings, all the businesses, park it in there. Get bigger. The city, the province, and all the lands, all the fields, all the trees, all the mountains, everything. March it into the closet of things, of objects. Keep moving it. Countries, oceans, continents, all of it. All the objective world there. And when you're done, simply close the door. And notice, here I am. Here I am. Even without the objective world, I am. Feel it. I still exist. I'm still here. What about ideas and thoughts? Are they things? Let's open the second door. And in there we will march in all of language, all words, all sentences, all concepts, all ideas, all the images we have, all the conjuring of the future, all the plans, march them in. Any memories, all sensations, all concepts, all thoughts, all ideas, all of them in the closet. Shut the door. And I am free of all objects, all objective world, all thoughts, all ideas, all concept of any type. And then I ask, who am I? And without all those conditions and experiences available to me, they are all locked away, and yet I am fully here. In this infinite space, in this field of quietude, I am. I am still. I am nothing particular. I am not an experience. I am not an idea. I'm not a thing. I'm not a body. I'm not a mind. I am that I am. Check it and rest there. Now I ask you to open the third closet door. Find it, open it, and put the I am in it. Put you in it. And see if you can close the door on that. Can we be anything less than I am? Can we move that away, or is it everywhere present? Can it be moved in this infinite space? Can it be lost? Can it be closed away? Can it be moved into the past? I am here now. Can it be moved into the future? No. I am. Everywhere here in the infinite space, the truth of beingness, I am. And anywhere I go, I am there. I can never be not there. Feel that. This is the I am that I am. I am of the I am. I can never be separate from it. It is not God and I. It is the one I am. And I am that. Feel it. Always, everywhere, all at once. That's the truth of me. So take this moment. It is beyond doubt. It is evidential that you are, I am here. Be here now. And simply rest in it. Watch the thoughts. Watch the ideas. Watch the memories. Watch it all. It's all closed away. Be present here in the truth of you. Without experience, without your story, without conditions, you are still and always here. Allow it. Be it. Know it. If an idea or a thought, a phrase, a word, an image escapes, know that that was not you. You were I am before those escaped. You were fine without them. You were filled without them. You were whole, perfect, and complete without them. Let them go. Come back to the I am. I am that I am. There is a oneness. I am the oneness. I am in the everything that there is. I am present in the everything that there is. And wherever I go in the everything that there is, I am there. The everything that there is me. In it, as it, through it. And this that we have done together is not a story. You were present. It is a truth. It is evidence of the truth of I am, and it's simple enough. So holding that truth, holding that knowing, understanding, sensing and accepting the oneness, the absolute truth of me. I am. I am. I am. Now begin to allow yourself to open the doors. Open the doors of experience. Open the doors of things, of the objective world. And out they come like the ark, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, mountains, streams, rivers, trees, cities, countries, oceans, lakes, all back out, all to experience, all to know as the I am. I am aware of, I am conscious of them all. I am. And I open the door to knowledge, language, concepts, ideas, memories, conjurings, goals, future. All of them I am aware of, knowing of them. And I let them free into the objective world. I, the subject, they, the object. And I remain always in the subject, the oneness, the I am. Breathe deep. Allow yourself to become aware of yourself in the experience, knowing your body. Begin to move it. Begin to wiggle your toes and be the thing, the experience in the world that the I am is having. It is knowing itself through you in the world of experience. So be that. Stretch. Become perfectly aware. And when you're ready and comfortable, open those eyes. And so it is. Namaste.
Imagine what you want, then get out of the way. Remember, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Make sure it's what you really want, 'cause your mind was made for thinking, and energy follows thought. Your mind is in control, even when you don't know. If you let it idle, no telling where it might go. Whenever you are sleeping and your dreams get in the way, go on with your dreaming, listen to what they say. And if you hear spirits talking, your wisdom can't be bought, apply it to your thinking, 'cause energy follows thoughts. Mind is in control, even if you don't know. If you let it idle, there's no telling it may go. Imagine what you want, get out of the way. See, energy follows thought, so careful what you say. Oh, your mind is in control, even when you don't know. If you let it idle, there's no telling where it may go. Imagine what you want, get out of the way. Energy follows thought, careful what you say.
Elevation, give it up. And you know what's so cool about that song, you guys? That was written by Willie Nelson. Wow, energy follows thought. He knew that. He's like 91 years old now, and he knew that, wrote a song about it. So hi, everybody, how are ya? It's wonderful to see everybody here. It's nice to see you all, and it's nice to know about our Love Stream people who are tuning in as well. Thank you for being here for that. If you're new to the center, and I know we have a couple of people who are new, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a Center for Spiritual Living, there's a few things you need to know. And it doesn't look like my slide is advancing. So could we push it up one to the slide where it shows all the representations, the symbols of the world's religions. And what I say when that slide comes up, and eventually I'm trusting that it shall, what I say is that we are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. We understand that there are as many paths to understanding, and we're going to talk about our path today. There's many paths to understanding as there are people on this earth. So there it is, thank you, Jace. So if what you hear today resonates with you, if you love our music, then maybe you found your tribe. If maybe it's not quite your cup of tea, we support you in finding your right path because we know we're all on one. So what we start out doing on our Sunday mornings is to sing together because there's something about making a beautiful noise, and for some of us it's a noise, and for others of us it's beautiful. But we're going to sing what we call our Kong song, and this is one of my faves because it's so few words and yet it has such a strong message. So let's stand up and sing Let There Be Peace. I am a stand for peace.
1, 2, 3.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be joy. I am a stand for love. Let there be love.
I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now.
Let there be peace.
I am a stand for peace.
Let there be
I just love it because it's so simple, and sometimes simple is better. Because you will remember when you leave out of here, let me be a stand for peace. Let me be a stand for love, especially now, especially in the world as we know it now. So what happens is for our new people and also for people who have been around a while, we take care of the business part of the center at the beginning of the service so that I make my announcements and let you know what's going on so that when we get into the sacred part, we can stay there and we don't have to be distracted by that. So I'm going to tell you what's going on because we got a lot of things that are going on. Our online foundations class started this past Tuesday evening, and we have 19 students. How cool is that? I'm really stoked about that, and there's still time for you to join. So if you were like, oh man, I missed it, and can I join this week? The answer is yes. You can talk to Lance, or you can send the registration fee of $40 into the I don't think we have it on there, office at calgarycsl.org. Go on the website, get yourself registered. We'll send you the Zoom information and the workbook and everything. And we welcome anybody who would like to join us online for that. The other one is self-sabotage, a prisoner of my own mind. Doug, I wanted to ask you, are you accepting new students for this?
Wild side and over to the edge. Make sure you see me before Tuesday, and you can get my number and that. I've got some review information and give you a 1 hour prep session.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to repeat that, and also for the online people, is if you want to walk on the wild side, Doug is inviting you to do that. By means of starting talking to him if you want to start the class. And so you can talk to the guy that looks like Santa Claus or that old reprobate over there. And and he can tell you about that. And then today, we have our Franny, who is going to be teaching or facilitating a class called Amplify Your Divine Presence. So Francesca.
That's me. So, you know, excuse me, when someone walks in a room and they just light it up and their presence just affects you, you can feel that divine light just pouring off them, and you wonder, how do they do that? It's actually something that we can learn. It's your own divine light expressing through you. Yeah? So... Why are they laughing at me?
Because there's a light on your head.
Oh!
It just came right on.
You are the best up there. I love you. Can you join us later? You'll have that experience all to yourself. I'm going to teach a couple of practices of how to sense and embody and own that presence for yourself today. It's really fun, it's experiential, and you'll come home knowing something you didn't know before.
Thank you, Franny. And that is this afternoon at 12:30. So what's going to happen is that you can, there's a Tim's right down the road. You can go grab a Tim's and something to nosh on. Be back here for 12:30. It's only $20 love offering. And it's a great way of getting to know people in the center, and also it's a great way to expand your presence. So that's wonderful. That's happening today right after service. So our casino fundraiser, we are now in the process of asking for volunteers. We did a couple of weeks ago because we needed our key volunteers. Now we need regular volunteers. I'll tell you what shift I always take, and if you want to come hang out with me, then sign up to be part of the count room from, are you ready for this, 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. That's the shift. Let me tell you why I take that shift. First of all, it's fun. But second of all, I can't expect you to do something I'm not willing to do myself. And so I take that god-awful shift. It's actually fun. I'm kind of kidding. On one of those 2 nights, besides which you get to count the money. You know, it's kind of fun. You go through like $300,000. I know, it's cool. Anyway, we are looking for volunteers. This is our biggest fundraiser. It's super, super important for the center for our operating funds. So it's at Pure Casino Wednesday, March 26th, Thursday, March 27th. And you can see Lance to sign up for. You've got bankers and chip runners and all kinds of different things. So you can see Lance afterwards and sign up for that. And then I haven't brought this up yet, but our parent organization, Centers for Spiritual Living, is doing its biannual, meaning every 2-year, retreat conference at the Banff Center in our beautiful Canadian Rockies. It is August 7th through 10th. I'm on the committee, so if you have any questions, you can ask me about it. But it's going to be Thursday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and part of Sunday. There are some meals that are included as well. We have really good room rates there at the hotel, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. So I know a number of you are already signed up for it. I'm hoping that we will have a strong, strong contingent of people from the Calgary Center there because it's in our backyard after all. And the most exciting thing about it is that the music for the entire retreat is being provided by our band. Super excited about that. I mean, finally, everybody's going to have a chance to hear what we know every Sunday, so that's pretty darn cool. Our community groups are ongoing. We've got the Saging Circle. Sandra, would you like to come and talk about that? Was that today that you were going to do that? Thank you.
So if we can,
Yes.
Neil and I will get up there and.
Thank you. I'll pretend like I know what it's about and tell them, these people. Anyway, it's, those people. Things make sense in my mind, and then sometimes they come out of my mouth, and I can just tell y'all are like, what? Okay, so what I was saying is our Saging Circle is our wisdom keepers. This is people 55 and above. It is a weekly discussion group. They take a topic and they talk about it. And so it's very special and it's very dear to the hearts of the people who go. So Sandra and Neil will tell you more about it next week, but that's on Saturdays at 10. Coffee with Dr. Pat, that's me, although Errol has given me a new name. I said, in social settings, like our parties and stuff, you can call me Pat. You don't have to call me Dr. Pat. And he said today, so now you are, what did you say, Errol? It was funny. You are the doctor formerly known as Pat. Anyway, I thought that was funny. But come join us on Wednesdays at noon. And the Consciousness Seekers are on break for now. And if you need any of the information, you can look on the website. And in the newsletter, all the Zoom codes, everything that you need is in there. Okay, everybody take a deep breath. Now we go into our sacred part. So I'm going to invite the ministers and practitioners to come forward and just look at them as they line the stage. And just when Fran was talking about that divine presence, just take a look at these people who are here, who give of their time, who give of their love, of their consciousness, so that your lives can be better. And that's the honest to goodness truth. Because they're here to serve you in whatever way that works for you. After service, they'll do prayer support with you and get to know them. It's a strong presence. So Amy and Steph are going to lead us in a chant, and then Amy will give us our spiritual mind treatment today.
so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so precious. This one life, this one spirit. There is one power, one everything, being all things. One perfect energy, one light. So sacred is this one perfect energy. That precious energy flows through me, creating all that I am. That beauty, that light. Fills every cell, every breath, every moment. Creating the life that I lead in harmony, in tandem, in partnership. Because all that I am is this one light. All that I do, all that I feel, every incredible moment, every breath is that of God, that of the one Spirit. I know this for myself, and I know it for all. We are all a part of it. And so knowing this, I claim my good. I am open and willing and excited to take a step on a journey. I am open and excited for what lays before me. I'm open and excited knowing that I get to choose the life that I live. That I choose the experiences of this life. Maybe not every little thing that happens, but how I live in those moments. It's up to me. And so, why not walk through this life in joy? Why not walk through this life with love dripping from every single second? I choose to live in the mystery of what's next. Overflowing with anticipation and cheerful expectancy. Because energy follows thought. So I choose to follow those thoughts and those ideas that excite me. I may not know what's to come, but I can be excited about it. I can be in love with it. So I choose the joy, and I choose the love. And by making this choice, I know that it returns to me, pressed down and overflowing every time right now. I know this to be the truth, and I release it into the law. I let it go. And we can do this together when we say, and so it is. So precious, so sacred, so precious, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love.
Thank you, Amy, for that beautiful treatment, and along with Steph for that beautiful chant. And thank you, you all, for being here and being in support of our beloved community. Thank you so much. I can't remember how it came about that Amy wrote this next song. It was just from something that we were talking about or something. It was me saying there's more.
It's something that you say almost every week.
Ah,
There are as many paths to God as there are people on the earth.
there's many paths to God as there are people on earth. I do say that every week, don't I? And Amy wrote a song about it. Please welcome Elevation.
There's more than one road to every destination. There's more than one path to any place you go. And the clearest way for me might be the wrong road for you. Different paths, but we get to choose. 'Cause there's more than one road. More than one road. More than one road. Get you where you're going. We are all unique expressions of an ever-present spirit. It's in all that we are, oh, in every voice we hear it. There is only one life, but how you live, that's your decision. You carry along, or we can choose to have a vision, 'cause there's more than one road. More than one road. More than one road. Get you where you're going. And it isn't how you get there that's the measure of your worth. For there are as many paths to God as there are people on this earth. There's more than one road. Get you where you're going. Get you where you're going. Thank you so much. Oliver Miguel, everybody.
Oliver Miguel. Woo! Elevation. Amy Bishop. Oliver, Steph. That guy. And Lisa. Sometimes I go for the file and it just isn't there. Even after all these years, Louise. Thank you, honey. I kind of think that that would be a really excellent song to open the SOAR conference. Do you think? Holy smokes. So new people, you may be thinking, they brought in their ringers today. Yeah, that's not true. That's our band. We get this every Sunday. Okay, would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And once more at your own pace. So have you ever had the experience of reading something or seeing something that absolutely hits you between the eyes? Absolutely. Either it shakes you to your core, or it gives you an answer maybe that you've been looking for, or maybe it's just an insight that you didn't know that you needed to know. Yeah? Yeah? What about all three? Have you ever had the fact when it happens with all three of them? It shakes your core and it answers a question and it gives you insight? Well, that happened to me recently. And I am going to tell you about it, but before I do, I need to put my glasses on. I was like, what are those squiggles on that piece of paper? Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay, yeah, it's cool. I know where I am. But so before I'm sharing this, so that maybe your core can get shaken, or you can get an answer to a question, or you can get an insight, there's a few things I need to cover, although Amy so beautifully covered what I'm about to tell you. Because one of the most common expressions that we use to describe spiritual awakening is to be on a path or a journey. Would you agree with me? We're all on a spiritual path. So, me being the experimenter that I am, I went to ChatGPT, which is an artificial intelligence program, and I just asked it, give me a list of phrases for spiritual path. And here's what it came up with. Right? Walking the path of enlightenment, embarking on a spiritual journey, following a spiritual quest, journeying toward self-discovery, walking the road to spiritual awakening, following a path of inner transformation, journey of the soul, traveling the road to self-realization, navigating the spiritual landscape, venturing into the realm of the sacred, and a famous one in the 12-step program is trudging the road to happy destiny. Can you relate to any of them? Absolutely. I thought it was so cool. So all of these phrases, all of these ideas bring to mind, like that woman in the picture, bring to mind someone who is very focused, who is very committed, very diligent along the path. And yet the truth is that for those of us who are on the path of awakening and on the path of spiritual understanding, we are focused, yes? Oh, come on. We are focused, we are committed, we are diligent. Except for when we're not, but that's another topic. So, this is, of course, true for any dream or any goal that we may be working toward. So it's not just spiritual, but because we're a spiritual center, that's mostly what I'm going to talk about. It's our spiritual path. And hey, the music accompanied that. Everybody go like this. You'd think I planned it that way. So we're on this, we're focused, we're diligent. And then what happens? If you've been on your spiritual path or your journey, and over time you lose some focus, your commitment feels weak, and you're not as diligent as you used to be. Does that mean that you get off the path and give up? Does that mean that all of your work and all of your devotion was for nothing? Does it mean that it was all hogwash and you go back to your old ways? I felt like that in my lifetime when things were hard, when they didn't go my way. But then I asked myself, what's the alternative? Do I really think that I can go back to the way that it was and be satisfied? Oliver Wendell Holmes, not Ernest Holmes, our founder, but Oliver Wendell Holmes said this: a man's mind stretched by a new idea can never go back to its original dimensions. In other words, we cannot unlearn what we know. We can't forget the truth. We may forsake the truth, but we can't forget the truth. We can't shrink our consciousness or our awareness back down to its firmer dimensions. It doesn't work like that. We can't go back. And yet, it appears that some people actually try to do that, to forget what they know. I've seen people who have made amazing strides along their path. They're just like they're just killing it. No pun intended. They're just like doing so great. And they're getting it, and their lives are improving, and everything is going absolutely fabulously. And then they just kind of fall away, or they give up, or they disappear. Well, maybe they originally saw the spiritual path as the easier, softer way, but then they found out that it actually takes work. Maybe when the path got too hard, they just didn't feel like they had the strength to continue. Maybe they tried it, and when the manifestation or the desire or the awareness didn't happen right away, they said, this doesn't work, and gave up. Or maybe they got there. You guys remember the book, The Celestine Prophecy? Some of you are too young for it, but most of us remember the Celestine Prophecy. And do you remember that he got to the place where it was that he was going, and there were no people there? You remember that? It's like they just blipped on out. Well, maybe that's happened for some people here. I don't know. Maybe they have. I wonder if they just had their awakening and they just blipped on out of here. I, however, cannot make that statement because I've been on a conscious path for a really, really long time. And I have come to understand the adage that is attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson and many others. We've all heard it. And that is, it's not the destination, it's the journey. It's a cliche. I know it's a cliche. I used it anyway, because sometimes cliches are cliches because they're true. So who we become along the path is far more important, is far more life-enhancing than reaching a particular goal. Yes? Yes, absolutely. Now, I'm not saying that reaching the end or the destination isn't rewarding and doesn't make us feel accomplished. Of course it does. It feels good when we finish something. It feels good when we can say, yes, I've got that thing, or I got there, or I had that insight. It feels good. But the true gifts are the things that we experience and learn and embrace along the way. So it allows us to become who we are becoming. Because isn't that the path of being on a spiritual path? Is the purpose of a spiritual path to better understand ourselves and our relationship with the universe? Isn't that why we're here? For the most part, yes. So let me ask you a question. You all think I forgot about my insight, don't you? I'm getting there. So let's say you're walking your path, and you've reached a certain amount of awareness along the way. You've had some cool life experiences, and then you realize that you no longer know what your path is. Maybe you've reached a goal. Maybe you've a dream. You've gotten some sort of understanding, and you think to yourself, now what? Where do I go from here? I remember that happened to me a number of years, many, many years ago, while I was studying to be a minister. That was my identity. That was my guiding light, my dream. I was studying to be a minister. And this is like an 8 or 9 year process. So, I mean, it was my identity. And then I graduated from ministerial training, and there was no job in sight, and I was no longer studying all the time. And I felt like I had lost myself. I had lost my identity. I had been studying to be a minister for so long, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know my path anymore. Maybe that's happened to some of you. Maybe after the kids were grown and flown the coop, maybe you worked really hard to get your degree. Maybe you worked really, really hard to get that dream house, or your ideal job, or starting your own company, or selling your company, or retiring. What happens when you find yourself without a clear path, or a clear goal, or a dream? Well, that is what led me to the insight that I talked about earlier. As often happens, it came as a meme on social media. Okay, yes, I admit it. It's from somebody by the name of Peter Crone, and it absolutely, you know who he is, okay? Absolutely blew my mind. So are you ready? Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Not knowing your path is your current path. Not knowing your path is your current path. When I read that, I was like, you mean it's okay to not know what I'm doing all the time? You mean it's possible that being in the unknown, being in the mystery, being in the question is a good thing? You mean that the answer to what's next can actually be, I don't know. I gotta tell you, it shook me to my core. And it also gave me an answer, and it brought me an insight that I hadn't had before. Because in my position as spiritual director, there's some things that go along with it, right? First of all, I'm supposed to be like a wise elder. And an intuitive woman. So, I should know the answers, right? For my own life and for everybody else's. So how freeing has it been to realize that I can say, I don't know. And don't have to immediately go try and figure out the answer either for myself and others. So I think that the reason why this had such an impact on me is because I had what I consider to be a significant birthday recently. It did not end in a 0. It ended in an 8, which means I can see all of you calculating. What it means is that I am no longer in my mid-decade, but actually I am now in my late decade. And it came to the realization that I am now well into the last third of my life here on earth, in this incarnation. And it has given me pause. What's next? What's next? The truth is, now at my late decade age, I don't have to say it, y'all know it. It isn't my 40s, it isn't my 50s, it isn't my 70s. Okay, here you go. But the truth of the matter is, I've had wonderful successes in my life. I've had disappointing failures. I currently have the job of my dreams, which I do not plan leaving anytime soon, so you can relax. Everybody go like this. Okay. I knew I had to put that because I could tell all of you, what is she going to tell us? I get to travel. I get to do things. I'm still relatively healthy. And I'm still mostly cognizant and aware. Just don't ask Lance to verify that. But if you were to ask me, what's next for you? My answer would be, I don't know. And I'm learning to be okay with that most of the time. Because what I do know is that who I am becoming while I'm on this path of not knowing is growing me into the person I need to be when I do know. Watch the tape afterwards if you really want to get that one. In other words, as I continue along my path, not having this clear idea in my mind, I take in everything. As part of the journey, I learn and I grow and I am inspired and I enjoy and I give and I receive, trusting that it's all necessary for my soul's growth, my evolution, my next, what's next. We don't stop growing and learning just because we don't quite know where we're going right now. So here's another thing. I have to do a little science of mind teaching here too. Here's another thing to consider. In our teaching, we believe that we are co-creators with life. And by life, I mean life with a capital L. Just like the song that Amy did, Energy Follows Thought, right? So we are co-creating. We are in partnership with the energy and the intelligence of the universe. And as a result, we create the experiences of our lives. So when we find ourselves not knowing what's next, I want you to think about this. Some of you are in your mid-decades too, or your late decades too. When we find ourselves not knowing what's next, that's very fertile ground. By nature of the fact that we have already accomplished things and we've grown and we've evolved, we know our thoughts are powerful, so that creative soil that we've been playing with for all these decades has been worked and it's been tended and it's been cared for and it is fertile. It is fertile for newness. It is fertile for ideas. And it's just waiting. Like last week, the Vamp Until Ready, I didn't realize I was repeating myself here, but it's just waiting for what's next to be revealed. So when we're on the path of I don't know, it serves us to be in the mode of open wondering. You know what open wondering looks like? Right? So when we're on this path of I don't know, it serves us to keep looking, keep thinking, keep dreaming, keep wondering, keep allowing rather than doing. Because for sure, we're going to get to doing soon enough. It's part of the process, right? But for right now, if you find yourself in a place of not knowing, take advantage of it and work and plant those imaginal cells, those seeds of infinite possibility. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, wrote this: "The universe is abundant, prolific with ideas, with intention, with volition, and with the power to execute. How could there be a star or a rosebud or the fertile imagination of a Shakespeare unless what we call life pours itself into all of them and is all of them?" So I don't know what's next for me. I'm not leaving. I don't know what's next for me. I'm in that place of living in the mystery. And maybe you don't know what's next for you. So how about we agree to just trust the process? Keep walking the path, living in the question, being open to life pouring itself into us, and be okay with saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Say that. I don't know. I don't know. Say it again. I don't know. But I'm willing to stick around and find out. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. You guys want to hear Elevation again? I bet you do. And I requested this song. Now I'm remembering. I requested this song because it seemed to fit very, very well. So please welcome Luis. And Mama Steph, and all the rest of these dudes. Welcome them.
I don't know.
And that's okay.
Kind of fast.
One. Two people kiss goodbye outside a college door. Where one will stay, while one drives home, and the emptiness weighs them down. Not for letting go, but they don't know how. When you stand between the no longer and the not yet, sometimes we falter when we forget that the answers we can't see. Wait patiently between the no longer and the not yet. Between the no longer and the not yet. Moving out of the safety zone, moving in to the great unknown. Will I find my way? Will I find my place? Will the life I see know my face? When we stand between the no longer and the not yet, sometimes we falter when we forget that the answers we can't see. Wait patiently between the no longer and the not yet. Between the no longer and the not yet. I am not caught between, I am not trapped between, I am not running, I am standing between the no longer Sometimes we falter and we forget that the answers we can't see. Wait patiently between the no longer and the not yet. Between the no longer and the not yet. Between the no longer and the not yet.
Elevation. Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, and Lisa Jacobs. And you know, while you're applauding, how about give it up to our people in the sound deck up there? They both disappeared. I could see them, and now they're hiding. Joey and Jason. Oh, Jason's down there. Joey and Jason. You know what? And Ben. I know Ben is here as well. These guys are the first ones here, are often the last ones to leave, and they just do a stellar job in making this sound so wonderful and everything working together, and for you, for the Love Stream people, to make sure that it works for you as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Oh, it doesn't have the code. Thank you. Oh. It was just a little mind thing between Jason and me. Got it. So, this is to remind you how you can support the center financially. I said that the casino is our biggest fundraiser, and it is. For everything else, we rely strictly on donations. So I'd like you to think about that when you think about the quality and the value that you receive from being here at the center, from being able to watch it up there in the Love Stream as well. This is your spiritual home, so thank you for supporting us. So I would like to invite everybody to take their tithe, their gift, their offering, their donation, put it to your heart. Give it some love. And let's repeat our conscious giving affirmation. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I have returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed. And so it is. And we sing that fun song about gratitude. So let's stand up and sing.
Gratitude before, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful,
love that song. Okay, let's bring in the kids. Oh, ready?
Phenomena. 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 Phenomena.
You guys want to come up here? Careful, careful. Hi, Eli. Hi, Miss Rachel. Hi, kids.
Hi. All right, Evelyn, will you come just stand right here? You've never been scared of this before. You can have your back to them. You can look at them like this. You don't even have to look at them.
You
But
can
can
look
you
at
come
me
stand?
instead.
What's going on? Will you hold my hand? I'm nervous too. What's happening? You can keep your rock. Okay, come.
There you
There
go.
we go. Woo! Happy Sunday. The weather is nice. It's nice and warm in here, and I love seeing all your beautiful faces from this view. And hello to our love streamers online. Today was full of energy, more energy than I'm even used to in typical Fun Day. I kept saying that they're full of jelly beans, and they corrected me, saying, no, you gave us lollipops. So we had a lot of fun today working out through our body. We all got to do little dance moves and hopping on one foot while we patted our head and rubbed our bellies. Which Spencer says is physically impossible, but he did it like a champ anyways. We have 2 kids visiting from out of town, and it was a lot of fun to get to spend time with them, get to know them, to hang out with them. We also have some of our regulars, which it's always fun to hang out, and some that we haven't seen for a while, and now she's almost as tall as Miss Rachel, so that's always exciting for me. Today we read a book called We Can Get Along. And I shared with the kids that last week, the book that we read, everybody voted. Like every week, we get to vote on the book. If we like the book, we're not too sure about the book, or we don't like the book, it's an opportunity for them to engage and kind of pick what's in their library. But since I've told them that, they decided that they don't like any of them.
Oh.
They want them all out of here. But Miss Rachel gets to veto all of their votes, and I really like this book. We have a lot of really good books in our soul shop that are meant for kids as well, and they typically like those ones. This one's a little bit older. And then to calm down and settle into the moment before we came into the sanctuary, we did an activity of feeling rocks, where we each got a different rock, and they described the rock to us one by one. And what's beautiful is that most of them would have to close their eyes and kind of think about it for a second, and then they'd open them and kind of look at it and describe it. And they get to take these rocks home, which are not weapons, they are meditation tools.
Not weapons.
So thank you so much for bringing these kids to Fun Day. It's always a great joy for me to have a full class, and it's even better for them the more kids that there are. I don't think I have any speakers today, but they were all very brave and full of lollipops. So have fun, parents.
Thank you, Miss Rachel, and thank you, kids. Always lovely to have you all here. I love you all, but the favorite time is when the kids come out. It just does something to me. Yeah. Okay, so everybody stand up. We're going to do our closing. And it's super simple. So we're just going to rub our hands together. And then we're going to send our energy out to whoever might need it. You all know who that is in your life or just out into the world. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. Oh, and our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Step jamming on the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. Oh, and our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Have a wonderful week, everybody.